how the fellowship is structured and how our research teams are structured plays a really important role in developing the skill sets of the fellows. So it's not only what we do in terms of training. So each research fellow is linked to 2 mentors. One is from an African institution within our partner network, and one is from the University of Leeds. Each fellow is also linked to a researcher at the University of Pretoria. The primary role of this researcher is to help the fellows to network within the university, to meet people who may have similar interests.
We have to work with people in the UK University of Leeds, and for me, I had the opportunity to visit the University of Leeds over the summer, and I was exposed to their laboratories. Being a food scientist, I was lucky also. We went to the food science labs, and we saw the resources available. And I am not, an established scientist. I'm mid-career, so I still do my research and everything, and it showed us what we had, what was available, the resources available, and because of this collaboration, you can actually get access to these resources.
This network, this type of opportunity gives more established researchers an opportunity to share their networks with others, and I firmly believe in the power of networks.
As you have seen from what has been shared, the benefits are at different levels. You have at an individual level, be it socially, academically, and then there are benefits coming in because of the institutional aspects. And then there are also benefits coming in because of the cross-continental, and then even within the continent. And so that really brings out the model, and we feel that it really is an exciting journey.
A very important feature of our research teams is that they transcend disciplinary boundaries. So because the project is focused on food systems, and because we want people to think outside of their discipline, fellows are matched with mentors who are not in the same discipline or department as them. And so each of our teams has between 3 and 5 different disciplinary areas of expertise.
We need a number of experts in the team. So I am in the team from the agribusiness side. We have Prof. Margaret there, an economist. We have Ernest over there, a social economist. And we have a food scientist over here, Dr. Gloria. And then we have, guess what? A biologist. And that's the one from University of, from Leeds. So that's our team, and it is quite exciting.
What we thought was going to be a challenge has actually turned out to be an opportunity for us, because we find out that, for me personally, when the agribusiness proposal is put in front of me, I find out that I'm actually learning. And it's not just, what I would probably have to spend time looking on the internet or reading books to actually understand. I understand easily because I have the experts on the team. I can easily call somebody and then I will get the explanation that I need to get.
In the FSNet-Africa model, is from conceptualization phase through to the end, where the results are being presented, are being shared with the different stakeholders. Stakeholders need to be embedded in the research.
You really push to say, can you connect with the stakeholders that you think you're going to work with? So you don't have them at the beginning, but then you push and say, okay, can you think about who is it that you're going to be working with and why? And that is what would enhance impact, because you have to connect with the people that you're seeing.
I think when I started doing the first identification of stakeholders, that I felt, being the key word, needed to be part of my network. It's changed. Looking at the work that I'm doing right now and understanding the research and also engaging with my mentors, my approach to who the stakeholders are has changed. I think what has also been impactful is understanding that we need to do research differently. So a lot of the things that used to be done in terms of us increasing our citations, but we also have to understand that we also need to communicate to other people who need to benefit from the research. So communication, science communication, engaging policy is something that has become part and parcel of being a researcher.
We have a new generation that doesn't look at research in silos, but they look at it holistically with different mindset, not in boxes. So that also helped me when I now got back to my classroom. I could use some of those experiences.
What we're hopefully doing is not only building academic networks, but we're also building personal connections to people, to institutions, but also personal connections to topics, thinking about these challenges in new and different ways. And we might think that a kind of fellowship model is about learning for fellows, but actually it's about learning for everybody. It's learning for the fellows, it's learning for the mentors, it's learning for the academic leadership team, it's everybody who's involved is learning from this process. And we need to make sure that we share that learning. So we communicate what we're learning to the broader academia, we communicate what we're learning and we share that with our students, and so we kind of make sure that we build out from what we're learning. There are challenges. None of these things are easy, and the challenges are time and change, but the kind of holistic, collaborative way of thinking helps us, I think, to overcome those challenges.